Prices are still rising across the prime London property market at an annual rate of 4%. So if you're thinking of buying or selling in the current London property market, make sure you stay tuned because I'm going to be sharing with you some hard data that's going to help you navigate the London property market throughout this autumn. Stay tuned. So summer's over and it's back to business. Children are back to school and I've never seen my beautiful London city so crowded. And perhaps that's why there's so much demand. Now, September is typically quite busy. This is the period when there's more instructions hitting the market, but there's also price reductions. So there are lots of deals to be made and people just trying to make the most of that period to get into their new homes before Christmas. And whilst I don't have a crystal ball as to tell you what the autumn market is going to look like, what I do like to follow is data. And one of the best data that's going to predict as to what the market's going to look like is going to be the new instruction. Now, of course, the property market opened its doors back in May in 2020, and the stamp duty holiday really did incentivize sellers to put properties on the market. However, there has been a clear decrease of properties coming onto the market, especially when you compare that to the year of 2018. It's 3% less when it comes to flats, and when it comes to houses, it's actually 7%. Now, when it comes to fall-through rates, it's interesting. I got an email from Rightmove the other day saying that there was absolutely no change in terms of fall-through rates, which was in line with the previous years when it came to fall-through rates, despite the announcement of the mini budget. However, when we look at long rest data, it tells us that across the summer, we've seen an increase of around about 30% in fall-through rates when compared to this time last year, 2021. Buyers are being more cautious as they hear more doom and gloom from the media when it comes to the overall economy and then how that's going to trickle down to the property market. When it comes to sales transactions, it's up by more than 11% when we compare it this year to the 5-year average of 2017 to 2019. Now, if you've made it this far, make sure you hit that like button and leave me a comment below as to how you think the next few weeks is going to plan out for the London property market. We can see that 4.2% up when it comes to achieved prices, properties sold are up by 27%, and the new instructions up by 1.2%. When we look at the sales change since 2017-2019 average, it's up by 3.1%, up by 11% when it comes to properties sold, and new instructions up by 5.5%. So those are all positive numbers, which shows us that we are in a healthy market still, despite all the doom and gloom. However, the next few weeks will be interesting to see how it actually develops with the economic downturn, which is predicted, but also how that's going to affect the property market. And throughout the whole year, I've been saying that in the London property market, we've seen more activity when it comes to houses viz flats. What's interesting to see now is that shifted slightly more so to price bands. So we're seeing that higher price bands are seeing more activity than the lower price bands. So it's no surprise to see this particular chart, which actually shows that the higher price bands are having more activity. And where are the higher price bands? In actual central London, prime central London. So there are more new instructions in prime central London than there is in the fringe. And when we look at the percentage change in new instructions by area, comparing it from 2018, we can see prime central London is up by 8.5%, prime inner London 1.7%, prime fringe London below 8.8%, and all prime London is minus 0.9%. While the number of new instructions may be rising in prime central London, stock levels are still constrained, and while buyer demand remains high, the number of transactions will continue to require a flow of new homes available for sale for activity to actually be seen in prime London. And if you're curious about the London lettings property market, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out in the following lettings property market update that we're going to be sharing with you soon. So here's a quick recap. Prices are still rising by 4% in prime London property market compared to this year to last year, 2021. In fact, if we compare it also to pre-pandemic levels of the 5-year average, it's up still by 3.1%. There are, of course, signs of concerns from buyers, naturally the doom and gloom from the media, and we can see that by 30% increase of fall-through rates compared to this summer to last year. And we look at transaction levels, 11% up compared to pre-pandemic levels also. New instructions are up also. And one thing that we can see is that there is a real difference between price bands. And of course, the highest price band is the one that's having the most activity. And naturally, the ones that are higher in terms of price is going to be prime central London. So as ever, if there's anything that my team and I can help you with here in prime London property, please feel free to reach out to us. We're always here to help you with anything to do with property. And make sure you stay tuned for the rental property market update. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out.